One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Jayhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line. From the wideout. Off play action. Here's the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's got a lot of room to the right. Defense got it for on the run. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. How about this defense taking one back to the house? And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Denson. Powers through the defender. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese, the bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So Kansas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played... And when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're... do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snags it over the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got a chance.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or
pulls it in down the sideline. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Working that left side now. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Pressure coming, and the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the defense gets to the quarterback again and breaks the ball loose. Man, their second forced fumble. This guy's put it on the deck twice. Ball security is job security. You've got to take better care of the football.
the Jayhawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Madden. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. Turns it on at midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Perez. On the move at the 30. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Pulls and fires complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he's going to bring this one out. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Going right to work up top. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness.
Turning it on! The 50. At the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Archon Jayhawk!
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. He gets tackled. It's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive, takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
He's got him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something.
Makes the catch down the right side. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He takes a hit as he fires. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Floating away. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Madden. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Madden. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Jayhawks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Madden. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Iowa State sending the offense back out. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the first down marker and still running. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down. A hostile